Today in our 2017 Volkswagen Jetta, we're going to be test fitting the Yakima Fullback 2 bike rack, part number Y02634. We already have the bike installed on the rack. Let's take a closer look and show off some of the features. Starting at the end and working our way inward, we have the Yakima bottle opener on one of the ends of the arms here, which is pretty common for most of their products. And on the other side, we have this integrated cable lock that'll reach out, wrap around the rearmost bike, attach to this point here and lock it into place to secure your bikes once they're installed. Moving on to the cradles here, they are stationary, meaning they don't move back and forth or side to side, but they do have this TPE padding at the base here, which is going to act as kind of a shock absorber for your frame while you're traveling to make sure it stays intact and doesn't get any scratches or abrasions on it. It's also padded on the bottom side of our zip strips here. And these are also pretty unique to this bike rack, as we don't have the normal straps that you have to reach around and pull down to secure them in place. With these, they just simply snap down and they're ready to go. How it holds your bike into place, we'll have 3 points of contact. We'll have 2 zip strips up at the top here and 1 off to the side. And that's going to serve as an anti-sway cradle to keep the bikes from moving too far back and forth and causing bike-to-bike contact. With the anti-sway cradles, these do move up and out of the way, like so. And that's going to make loading and unloading bikes much easier. So let's go ahead and take the bikes off. To release the zip strips, there are tabs on both sides. You just push those in at the same time. These pop right out. Then we'll lift our bike off. Now you can see here that if that were folded down, you would have to go back and forth like this to make sure it comes off, which of course in this case we did. Go and put the zip strips back into place. And with the bike rack in this position, I'd like to give you a couple quick measurements here. Measuring from the edge of the bumper to our outermost point, which is our arm here, we've added about 25.5 inches to the rear of the vehicle. These arms do fold down for close quarter situations such as parking. And if you come to the center here, you're going to see 2 light gray dials. You just push those up and the arms fold down. The same for the other side. Now while these are lowering, you want to make sure you're holding onto it, because if you don't, it'll fall down on its own and possibly strike the vehicle. Them in this position. Now we've only added about 6 inches, so that made a pretty significant difference in the long run. How this is attached to the vehicle, we're going to have 4 points of contact. We're going to have 2 straps up at the top here, as well as 2 at the base. And at the base we have the rubber-coated hooks that are labeled as bottoms, so there's no confusion. Up at the top, however, we do have something a little bit different. We have them in what's called anchor mode. And I have a strap here to show you what that is. So we'll take the strap, it says top. You see it has an eyelet here in the center. Bring the other end of the strap, you feed that through. Like so. And this is an anchor mode, and this is how it's sitting on the inside of the trunk. This is so we don't damage the outer portion here. It does have these rubber protectors for our cam buckles here once it's installed, so should it actually make contact with your vehicle, it won't damage it. And there is padding where it makes contact with the vehicle as well to prevent any scratches from that end. In the center here, we have the main dial, and that's what's going to dictate how it sits on your vehicle. There's a number system on the back, and in this particular situation, we have it at the hub setting of 3, but you always want to double check with your instructions to make sure that's accurate. And this can work with multiple vehicles. You just have to check your make and model and the fit, and it may work with yours as well. And there you have it for the Yakima Fullback 2 bike rack on our 2017 Volkswagen Jetta. First we'll take it onto our slalom course. This will show you the side-to-side action, such as making turns or evasive maneuvers. Now we're at the alternating speed bumps. This will show you how it looks driving on uneven pavement or potholes. Finally, we're at the solid speed bumps, which simulates going into your driveway or parking lots.